Good afternoon, gang. All right, Sunday afternoon video. That's very unlikely for me, or very rare. But Congress working on a Sunday is also very rare. And here's the reason why we're here. It's been press released today that the Senate has reached an agreement on gun control legislation, which means in order for it to pass, you have to have 10 Republicans vote for it. Just want to give you that as a thought, all right? Uh, what we're including in this ain't exactly what you'd want to think is acceptable under the Fourth Amendment, okay? We already know our First Amendment rights have been squashed, okay? This is the Second Amendment. This is directly going into it, but now they're going to violate the Fourth Amendment, which is unreasonable search and seizure, to violate the Second Amendment. All right? So, what they are trying to put in here is some things I will agree: money for mental health, money for school safety. Okay? That's good. Those things need to be put into play. Mental health is the problem we have, not the guns. And school safety, that is a no-brainer. That, hey, we should have monitored doorways, or maybe somebody as a armed guard and they're arming teachers. Yeah, those things should happen, okay? Because there's enough wackos in this country that laws aren't going to stop. All right, I don't care what you do with a law here, not going to make a lick of difference. All right, they're going after straw purchases. Not that that's a problem, all right, but you want to see if this gets into a situation where, husband wants to buy a weapon and give it to his wife. Is that allowed? Husband wants to give his son a weapon. Is that allowed? Okay, could those be straw purchases? Sure, I don't want to see Joe Schmo go buy a weapon and give it to a gangbanger somewhere. Yeah, that I'd agree with. All right. They want to put on the enhanced background checks for people under 21 to buy a gun. All right, so we have a problem there. Handgun, okay, law's 21. Rifle is 18. Even 18 is wrong, because how many kids learn how to hunt when they're 11, whatever it would be, all right? But so with this background check, you're also going to have a waiting period. California, ring a bell. The biggest one, they want to bring red flag laws in, okay? And this is what Chris Murphy has put out and said. Major funding to help states pass and implement crisis intervention orders, red flag laws, that will allow law enforcement to temporarily take dangerous weapons away from people who pose a danger to others or themselves. Now, here's the problem with this. First off, what is temporarily? Okay, temporarily, day or two, week or two, month or two, year or two, lifetime or two, okay? What's temporarily? That's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. Unreasonable search and seizure. A law officer of any sort does not have the right to seize any property or to restrain you from doing anything without a court order / without a warrant. That's what they are trying to do. This bill that they're trying to run through is in direct violation of the Fourth Amendment because of this part, all right? The temporarily is defined temporarily, like I said, all right? But now, allow law enforcement to temporarily take dangerous weapons away from people who pose a danger to others or themselves. According to who? Okay? What's going to be the criteria? Your bleeding heart liberal neighbor who says, "Oh my God, he's got scary guns in his house. I'm afraid he'll shoot me." Is that enough? According to this, yeah. Okay, that's it. They're, they perception. Okay, there's not enough clarification. Take dangerous weapons away from people who pose a danger. Define posing a danger. Is it realistic or is it perceived? Is it imaginary? Okay. In some states, you can walk around open carry. In some states, you can walk around concealed carry. There's a lot of states now that are constitutional carry. So let me ask you this. If you're walking into the grocery store with a hog leg on your hip, perfectly legal, and some purple-haired wacko with nose piercings and lip piercings says, "Oh my God, he's going to shoot up the store," not doing anything about it, is that enough reason for the police to come in and say, "Sir, you need to give me that weapon right now, and you can get it back when we deem it the temporary time is over"? What's considered reasonable? Reasonable search and reasonable seizure. Literally, the way Murphy's saying this is written right now, the cops could go door to door and say, "We're coming into your house and taking whatever you have." No, the Fourth Amendment says you can't do that. It's going to be very interesting when they announce this bill today, how this is written and who signs up for it. Because here's the interesting part. Apparently, here are the Republicans, okay, who are supposedly supporting this. Just think of where these people are. Lindsey Graham from South Carolina, the guy that talks out of both sides of his mouth. He's Trump's best friend until he wants to piss him off, whatever it was. Lindsey Graham is a snake, no question. Tom Tillis, North Carolina. Pat Toomey doesn't care. He's retiring, okay? So, hey, might as well do one for the establishment before I'm out the door. Susan Collins, okay, rhino extraordinaire. Bill Cassidy from Louisiana, another slime ball, okay? We need two John Kennedys, not a John Kennedy and a Bill Cassidy in Louisiana. But you can bet some of the other ones that are going to be on board with this. Oh, I don't know, Mitt Romney. Oh, I don't know, Lisa Murkowski. All the ones that are, they have no business calling themselves Republicans whatsoever, are going to be all over this. They may get 10 votes. But the thing is this, when each and every one of these people come up for re-election, it's kind of funny how a lot of them just got reelected in 2020, and now they're going to stick their neck out. Figure you won't remember anything 4 years from now, okay? Or by then it'll be old news. I don't think the right to self-protection will ever be old news. But these people need to be kicked out of government. The Supreme Court, even though we've got a guy who tried to kill a justice this week, all the comments on packing the court, are you starting to see what's going on? These people all know that this bill they're about to pass is a violation of the Constitution. Unless they can get a whole bunch of activist judges on the Supreme Court. Because then if they can get the activist judges say, "Nope, that's a good idea. Well, we'll change that one." Okay. The way this is written, it's a direct violation of the Fourth Amendment. Ted Cruz, you've argued cases in front of the Supreme Court before. This is one you better take, because anybody that votes for this bill, Democrat, Republican, Independent, Martian, Green Party, Communist, whatever it is a traitor to the United States, violates the oath that they took where they swore to uphold the Constitution, okay, and should therefore be A, kicked out of office, and B, tried for treason. You all need to let your senators know, and anybody possible that you can, what's going on. keep an eye on this one this afternoon. The full text is going to come out sometime tonight. I'll probably talk about it in the morning. Have a good afternoon. Pinball out.